Hello, let's do the New York Times hard Sudoku for June 4th, 2023. I'm going to hit restart so my time is accurate. All right, we have two sixes here looking in. So there's a 6 down here. Oh, and this 6 looks up. Okay. I noticed these two 8s look up, and these two 7s look up. So I think that's definitely worth marking here. Let's do the 8s first. So the 8s look up there, and then the 7s look up. So they're there. Oh, sorry, wait. The 7 is placed. Yes, because it sees all of these. So the 7 goes there. Now my corner marks is where the digit is limited to those spots in that box, in case you don't know the marking style I use. And then I use center marks for what a cell has been limited to value-wise. So center marks are cell-centric and corner marks are box-centric. All right. There are two 3s here looking down. So there's a 3 in one of these two, not in both. All right. These two 9s look down. This 9 looks over, so it's a 9 in one of these two. All right, I got these 6s. 4 is in one of these 3, but I'm not going to mark that because it can get a little confusing to mark an L shape like that because you might misscan it later. Like if I put 4s here, I might come back later and think that these are 4s that are pointing down, not noticing that I have another 4 there. So I think it's more harmful than good to mark like that. Okay, we have these two 8s. So there's an 8 down here. We have these two 3s. So there's a 3 up here. Nine is the same deal here, where 9 would turn the corner. Don't really want to mark that at the moment. Okay, this 8 looks down and this 8 looks over. That makes an 8 here. This is the best kind of elimination because normally this could have been an 8, or if you want to put it another way, normally we could have 8s down here. But basically the geometry of things causes us to have 8 limited to a column when it wasn't purely from columns doing it. And so that does make these 8s point up. And so what we can do is we can say that 8 is now limited to these 3, when normally that would be non-obvious. So this sort of marking is kind of the most useful when it ends up in 2 spots for the reason of both row and column and geometry of the box. Cool. So hopefully that'll come in handy later. We did do 7s. We placed it. Okay. We got the 9s. Okay, here we go. 6 and 7 look into this box here. Oh, 7 actually, this is even easier. I was gonna let me tell you about the hidden pair I saw, and then let me tell you how it's actually just 2 singles. So I saw this hidden pair because I saw that these 3 make up 3 of the 5 in the box, right? So that are remaining. And I saw that 6 and 7 are not placed in the box yet. And so the 6, 7 looking in takes it out of these 3. And so we have to think about where 6 and 7 can actually go in the box. They can only go there. And so these must be from 6 and 7. If I put any other value in there, besides 6 or 7, I would only have one cell for both 6 and 7, and that would break the puzzle. So I was going to put a hidden 6, 7, but then I scanned a little bit more, and I saw that the 7 looks in as well. So the 7 is actually limited to just this cell here. And then now the 6 is limited to here. And now because of our corner marks, we know that 8 can only go here. So we just have 2 digits left, a 2 and a 4. And that makes a 2-4 pair, which will point up and down. So that was very handy. Now, whenever I have 3, sometimes 4 cells left in a row or column or box, I always center mark them because they often reveal interesting things. So we have 1, 2, 3, and we need 4, 5, and 9 left in this row. This can't be 4, so it's not interesting yet, but it could become interesting very quickly. Let's see. So we just got a bunch of digits. So let's double check those. Right. So these 7s look down. We got the 7, the 6, and the 8, and the 2-4 pair. So we're going to look at that. These two 7s look down. So there's a 7 here in one of these two. We got the 6. So these two 6s look down, and this 6 looks over. That leaves a 6 in one of these two. This 6 looks over. We're doing these 3 6s. We placed this 8. Okay, 8 is limited to this corner, and there's nothing interesting about that, so I'm not going to mark that. Okay, we have the 2 and the 4 as well, but I don't have any 2 4s elsewhere. Oh, I do have a 2 elsewhere. What am I talking about? Okay, so 2's up here. The 4, though, we do not have another 4. We have this 4, I guess, but doesn't do enough. In fact, that's the only 4 in the grid that's been placed. 2 has been placed in 2 places. Okay. All right. Well, that's all we get from that for now. I can look horizontally as well. So the 8s are done. The 6s, there's, okay, this 6 looking up, but it's not very good. We did the 7. No, we didn't do the 7. We have these two 7s. So 7 goes somewhere here. The 2-4 pair doesn't really help. Okay. Oh, somehow I didn't notice the 6 when it's clearly goes with the 8 here. So I was focusing so much on these 8s doing this. The 6s do the same thing. So I get to explain the hidden in another way now. So we've later come back and seen that 6 is limited to the same 2 cells as 8. And the reason we can see that very easily just from our corner marks. These corner marks all occupy the same cells. And when that happens, we can convert that. So we have 2 corner marks in 2 cells. We can convert that to a hidden pair and just put 6, 8 there. Because if we put anything else there, then there won't be room for both 6 and 8 in the box. So that 6, 8 pair may be helpful. This 6 looks down, and this 6, 8 looks up. So 6 is in one of these two. Corner marks are getting a little busy in this box, but hopefully they help. Okay, so the 6, 8 pair doesn't seem to do much else. 8s maybe? No, 8s are still here. Okay, so the other thing I'm seeing here is that there's 3 cells left if we don't count these 3, right? So if we could find 3 digits in this column that aren't already placed here, then we could find a hidden triple here. But unfortunately, it's just the 5. The rest is the 2. The 5 and the 2, actually. The 5 and the 2 look in. So 5 and 2 are limited here. But that's 2 digits for 3 cells, so it's not a hidden anything. The 7 doesn't do anything because we already have a 7 in the box. The other thing we could look for is the opposite, which is a pair here. So like the 9, 6, and 7, if the 7 is not placed in this column, so it is down here. But we already found that through box logic. So unfortunately, that doesn't get us anything at the moment, but we want to keep that in mind. Again, we have the 1 and 3 here taken out of these 3. But there's plenty of room for 1s and 3s in this column. The 3 is down here by box logic, yeah, because the 3 can't be here either. We have this 3, 7, 8 here, but that's exactly what's placed in the column, so that's not helpful. We have 6, 8, 7 here. So actually, that might be useful. Look at 6, 8 at least. We know a 6, 8 can go here. It can't go here. We have a 6, 8 looking at it. We have a 6, 8 looking at this. There's still 3 cells left for 6, 8, but the 7, if we could limit the 7 to the same cells, that would do something, but we can't because 7 can go here. So it's like frustratingly close to a hidden triple, but it's not. That'll happen a lot though. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Like if I can get an 8 up here, that would be extremely helpful. I'd have a 6, 8 hidden pair here. All right, so I am missing something though. see the 3 taken out of here, but the 3 is... Yeah, I guess this 3, 8, 7 also avoids these 3, but we have the 7, 8 placed also there. The 6 and 4 are taken out of here, and the 6 is taken out of here, but unfortunately the 4 is not. Not yet, or if it ever will be. 2. I'm looking at this column. It has 5 left, but I'm going to just in my head look at what digits remain and see if there's anything interesting happening. So we need a 2. Definitely nothing interesting with 2s as far as I can tell. We need a 4. No, we need a 5. Nope. We need a 6. 6 is a little bit interesting because it's limited to these 2. We need a 9. Nothing special. 9 can't be here, but... Okay, so not that column. Okay, 4 is looking down, and now that 4 can't be in the 6-8 pair, it actually is limited to just these 2. Which I don't think does anything yet, but it does eliminate 4 from all of these cells. 4 also can't be in these cells from the 2-4 pair. So 4 is here. So it joins the... Ooh, actually, didn't we have another digit that was these 3? It was 8. Oh, okay, yep. Okay, so we have 4 and 8 and 6 in this row. And we have 4 in the 2-4 pair, 8 and 6 in this column, that eliminate 4, 6, and 8 from all of these cells. That leaves 4, 6, 8 for these 3 only. That's a hidden triple. Which, importantly, we have a corner marked 7 there. It can't be 7 anymore. Hidden triples eliminate other digit candidates from the cell that you placed it in. And so this cannot be 7 anymore. And so now this is a 7. Because it's the only place for 7 left in the box. We are trusting our corner marks, but we can, of course, double check and see that that is accurate, because the 4, 6, 8 triple did remove 7 from here. And that gives us a 4, 6, 8 triple in the row, which you can just see. The 6, 8, this is sort of a satellite thing I talked about in yesterday's video as well. If you have 2 in one box and then 1 in, like, I call a satellite cell, that's still in the same row, part of the same triple or whatever, quad or whatever. All are in one box except for 1. Then we want to think, we can mark 4s here, right? Because this can't be 4. So 4 needs to appear somewhere in the triple. There's a lot of ways to see it, but the satellite way, if you don't sit here and explain it for 30 seconds to a minute, the satellite way is a very quick way to see that you can just mark 4s over here because the 4 is not here. So this one is not 4. And that does leave us with a 6-8 pair here too. So that's all very interesting. Unfortunately, we kind of got these from the fact that we have these 4 6/8s and 4 6/8s looking into these boxes. And so I'm not, I guess, okay, so but the 4 though, the 4 is not here. Yeah, so we have this 4 and this 4 pointing, which puts 4 down here. Okay, so we can at least mark that. And is that really still not enough to crack open this puzzle? I guess I could fill this quad because we have the 4, 6, 8 triple, we have the 2 and 7. So the 4 digits left are going to be 4 candidates only. So we need a 1. The 1 is actually only here. So let's mark the 1 and the 9. The 1 and the 9 go like this. And then we have 2 more digits. We have a 3. Okay, so this is a 1, 3, 9 triple. Because the 1 and 3 and 9 see this cell. So this is going to be a single, which is a 5. Okay. And I don't think I need these corner marks anymore because we have this 1, 3, 9 triple. So 1, 3, 9 triple, 2, 4 pair, and the rest are givens will tell us that this is a single as well. We just have to find what digit's out of place. It's the 5, or what digit's missing from all those. We could have also seen that when we placed this 5, these 2 5s looked up and placed a hidden 5 there. That would be another way to place that 5. You only have to place it in one way, though. You don't have to place it in every way possible. This 7, 5 is now looking over. That's exactly what I was trying to find earlier. It's very helpful as well because it puts a 7, 5 pair here, and this 7 takes the 7 out of there. So that's if I can type right, that's a 5, that's a 7. That's now a 9. These can't be 9s, and this can't be a 7. Now I removed a corner mark, but this corner mark is still in 2 spots. So I just have to note that we have to eliminate one more 7 before I can do something with that. This column now just has 1, 2, 3 left. So that's definitely worth marking because we can see that this can't be 2 or 3. These two there, so that's a 1. That's a 2 and that's a 3 because the 3 looked over. This 2 looks over. We removed a corner mark, so now that's a 2. This is no longer a 3. Okay. Yeah, I think with my extra explanations, these are going to start taking 15 to 20 minutes instead of 10 to 15, but that's fine. If you guys are enjoying the more detailed solves, I certainly don't mind doing them. I'm not racing anybody here. I'm just trying to show you the logic that's being used. So let's go over what I just did there. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. I saw that only 2 and 4 were left in this box, right? These were empty. And this 2 looks down. So this has to be so if we type 2, 4, we'll see from the red marks, this can only be a 4. It sees every other digit. So that's a 4. That makes that only able to be a 2. And then in the row, we see we had a 1, 9 pair left, but this 1 looks down. So that's a 9 and that's a 1. Now the 1 finishes this triple. And also this 3 removes a corner mark from this box. It removes the 3. So we look at the other 3 corner marks. There's only 1 left. So this is the only place for 3 in the box. And now when we place this 3, it removed a 4 corner mark. So we look at 4 corner marks in the box, it places this 4. So you can see that I could do that without even thinking while I was talking about other things, because we have already seeded really important information about the grid as corner marks and center marks. Without overwhelming the grid, you can see I have a ton of empty unmarked cells, and I'm still almost done with the puzzle. So this is a triple. We need 1, and I always fill triples, 1, 2, and 7. No, not 7. Oh, I missed something. 1, 2, and 5. Excuse me. Glass of water. Okay. I'm noticing 3, 6, and 7 here. That's 3 of the 4 digits that are left. What's the other digit? A 5. So 5's up here. So we can see from our corner marks immediately that we have all 4 corner marks. These can be converted in 4 cells. These can be converted into center marks. So we can convert 3. The 3, 5 line up. So this can be a 3, 5 pair, and then this gives us 7 and 6. Is essentially the cleanest way to convert those. And I'm in the wrong mode, which is why it's not deleting the corner marks. There we go. We have a 3, 5 pair remaining here. This is, we know 2 and 4 are going to be evolved because of this cell, so we can just put 2, 4. But we need to look at what the other digit is. It's a 9. And this can't be 4 because it sees 1. So again, we have this satellite thing going on. We can corner mark 9s here, which isn't, we can see that in lots of other ways, but there's a quad left here because we have the 3, 5 pair along with these givens. So there's just the 4 digits left in these 4 cells. They're going to be 1, 2, not 3. They could be 4, not 5. They could be 6. We can clean that up a little bit. We know that the 1 and the 6 are up here. We can clean that up a little. Okay, not seeing too much to do with that yet. There's 4 left here. So this 4, 8. Yeah, this 4, 8 does need to be placed somewhere in this box. None of these are 4, 8, and it can't be here. So this is going to be the same digit. This is going to be a 4, 8. We could have seen that just by doing the column, but when I have to sit and explain it, but not have to, but when I do sit and explain it, it makes it take longer. But I'm trying to point out ways that you can scan and just get some digits filled and move on. But in order to do that, I actually have to take longer. But anyway, 1, 3, 4, 8 are what's left here. And again, the 1 and the 3 are going to be here because of this satellite 4, 8. This is another way to do satellites. It's within the same box, but doesn't share the same column. Okay. I was looking to see if this... So we have another one of these cases where these 3 cells would make a triple here. And so I was looking to see what we can use, the 2, 4, 7. And unfortunately, the 2 and the 4 work, but the 7 does not. Now I want to take a closer look at 2 and 4 and see if there's any 2s and 4s vertically that would also eliminate, but there are not. So unfortunately, that goes nowhere. But if I can get one more digit in this row that's not 1, 3, or 7, then I will have a triple in here. Okay, I'm just going to fill what these are because it with this 3, 5 pair. So they're going to be 3 and 5, and then they're also going to be three distinct digits. So let's just see what those are. 1, 2. We need 3, 5, 7, 8. Sorry, 2 more distinct digits is what I meant to say. And then here we need 1. We have 2. We need 3. We have 4. We need 5. We have 6, 7, and 8, and we need a 9. So we found a naked single here because for the column we need 1, 3, 5, 9, and for the row it already has 1, 5, and 9. So it is just a 3. And that's going to resolve this whole box. No, not well. Actually, I think it will resolve the whole box. Oh, not quite. We have the 1, 9 pair left. This now can't be 3 or 8, so it's a 4. This is, well, let's just fill these. But, okay, I removed that 8, so that's an 8. Now I'm just going to clean up quickly because there's lots of ways to do this, so there's no reason for me to explain. 1 left for this row, that's a 2. These are not 2s. So I have a pair here, let's fill that. 4 and 5. And here we need 6 and 9. All right. And the rest just finishes basically on its own because of the red marks. There we go. All right. Yeah. So these are definitely taking me longer, but I don't feel like I'm getting super stuck. I'm just sitting and I'm just spending more time explaining my logic. So again, let me know if you enjoyed this video and this solve and if it was helpful. And of course, if you enjoyed anything about this, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.